Welcome back. And I'm just out here in a field. It's my dad's field. Belonged to his dad. It's been in the family for about 60 years now. And before that, it had been bought by my family, sold, bought back. But anyway, this used to be a pasture where they kept some cows and pigs. There used to be a fence row right over there. And the fence is long gone. My grandfather passed away in 1972, somewhere in there. He was an elderly gentleman, a lot older than my dad. Well, you'd say a lot, but most of the time a parent is between 20 and 25 years older than their child. He was more like 50 or 60. He adopted my dad. He was really my dad's grandfather, so that's why he was so much older. So anyway, I'm sitting out here walking. I'm just thinking about society in general, stuff that's going on in the world. And we have, I was in the grocery store yesterday. My wife and I, we were in the vegetable section, fruit section. Cucumbers, 89 cents each. 89 cents for a little cucumber, and they were sold out. And I'm thinking to myself, is that what our world is coming to? Is that we are being, all of what we make, we bring home, is going to have to go to gasoline. One, right now it's $2.99 a gallon for regular unleaded where I live at. Sorry, $2.98 to $2.99, and you're going to have to put your entire paycheck to rent, electricity, food. That's about it. You're not going to be able to do anything else. What's that called? It's called enslavement. You're enslaved. We haven't allowed ourselves to become enslaved to this type of society of go to work, pay our house note, hope Social Security will take care of us. And I'm sitting out here and I'm looking at this field. My grandfather, he used to raise pigs and cows and all kind of stuff out here. Excuse me, I got a little head cold. And thinking about all the people that have a backyard, that have a little bit of land, but they don't utilize it. That's what this is about, is utilizing your available resources. If you are hit with grocery store shock, whenever you go to the grocery store and it says, well, your food bill's $100, $200 a week, but yet you've got ground underneath your feet. Contrary to popular belief, food does not come from the grocery store. Food comes from the ground. That's right, from the ground. I know that's hard to believe. I know that is hard for some people to comprehend. But food does not come from the store. Well, yeah, you buy it from the store, but it comes from the ground. Cows eat hay. Pigs eat feed that is processed from hay and other products. But yet we pay people to do stuff for us. And this past year, I planted a rather good-sized garden. Got a lot of squash and zucchini out of it. That's what I plan on doing this year, but I'm going to be planting a lot of beans, greens, squash, zucchini, snap beans, stuff that I can, like snap beans, really good. You'll harvest them like every other day, every third day. Think about what you can do to break those bonds of society. We have enslaved ourselves of going to the grocery store, giving those people our money for something we can be doing ourselves. If you have a backyard with dirt in it, like that right there, that, that is where food comes from. You take your little seed, you take your little fertilizer. I'm not talking commercial fertilizer. It could be organic fertilizer, manure, mulch pile, commercial fertilizer, anything, okay? But try not to use just commercial fertilizer. Bone meal, blood meal, just there's all kind of different types of fertilizer. You put a little fertilizer in the ground, you put a little seed in the ground, and before long, guess what? You're doing something for yourself. That's right, that's kind of a strange thought, ain't it? You're doing something for yourself. You're not having to pay somebody else to do it for you. Then you take that money that you saved by raising your own food, and you could put it to other stuff like paying your house, buying a little bit more land so you can grow some more food, paying off some bills. Whatever you do, don't use credit cards. It's another thing. Stay away from credit cards. Credit cards equals bad. Okay? Credit cards are very, very bad. And that right there is a deer stand. We'll talk about deer hunting later. Well, not just deer hunting, any type of hunting. Rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting. Now, where does food come from? It comes from the ground. Okay? Oak trees, pull the nutrients up, grow the acorns, drop the acorn, deer comes along, eats the acorn, you shoot the deer, eat the deer. It's that simple. No big deal. So how can you break, or not totally break, but how can you break those bonds of society just a little bit? Just a little bit. And food is it. But food is the first step. It is the easiest thing to do. If you have a backyard, if you have a flower bed, okay, why are you growing flowers? You can't eat flowers. Flowers aren't going to fill your belly. Flowers aren't going to help your grocery store bill. I have a motto: if it does not bear fruit, cut it down and plant something that does. It'll help you on your bills.